Hi everyone, my name is Rona and I'll be your instructor for this week's session. I hope everyone is doing okay during this difficult time. I know how stressful this situation can be on people's mental health. Just know that by taking care of ourselves and our community, we can definitely get through this together. Being quarantined can make us feel a lot of strong emotions such as fear, depression, loneliness, stress, frustration, and there are ways to cope with the stress. This can be anything from reading to listening to music and staying connected with others. This can be done using your phone. Your phone is a great tool to communicate with your loved ones, to be able to surf the internet and be able to download applications for reading or for listening to music. Know that things will end soon and things will get better. I hope everyone has been enjoying the last few videos that came out for this program. I just wanted to give you guys some tips to help better understand and remember the information we teach you. I know that sometimes it can seem like a lot of information is coming at you at once, and it can be difficult to remember to keep rewinding, rewatching these videos. So these are a few tips to help you better understand and learn them. So the first tip is to take notes when watching the video. You can pause, play, rewind as much as you want when you watch these videos. And by taking notes, you can find the information more easily rather than having to rewatch all the videos all over again. Another way is to review your notes. By reviewing your notes, it'll help you keep the information fresh in your mind. The more you review your notes, you can get a better understanding and remember the information more. The last thing I want to advise you guys is to practice a few times a day. By practicing, it'll help you more likely to permanently remember and be able to do what we are teaching you without having to look at your notes or even rewatching the video. So just a reminder, this is our third class out of the 5 sessions we will be teaching in this program. The first video, just a recap, we taught you about the general outline of your phone. We also taught you how to see your applications, how to set an alarm, how to use your calendar, and how to get to your general settings. The last video we taught you how to change the background of your telephone. We taught you how to change the brightness, how to change the text size, and how to change the ringtone. As a reminder, also, I wanted to let you guys know that these videos are accessible to you at any time, so you're able to go back and rewatch these videos whenever you want. For this week's session specifically, we're going to be focusing on being able to communicate with others using phone calls and text messaging. Communication is such an important aspect to this pandemic. By staying connected with others going through the same thing as you, it'll help you feel less isolated and provide you a sense of community and empowerment. And I'll definitely talk more about this in our PowerPoint. Another thing I'm going to be talking about in the PowerPoint is the importance of putting a password on your cell phone. So your cell phone has a lot of personal information, both of yours and the people in your contacts. So you want to be able to protect your privacy. And by locking your cell phone, you can prevent other people from obtaining this information. Before we start, I just wanted to mention also that there is a try it out section in the PowerPoint. Here, I am encouraging you guys to pause the video, practice what you have learned, go back, rewind if you need to, and then press play whenever you guys are ready to start. Take your time, there is no rush. And if you need any help, you can always leave a comment in our videos at the end. Now, let's get to the session. Okay, guys, so this is week 3, Back to Basics, part 3 in our program, Don't Sell Yourself Short. All right, so just a quick recap of last week. Last week, we learned how to change the brightness on your cell phone. So being able to make it brighter or dimmer, as well as turning on night mode on your cell phone so that it'll be easier for your eyes during the nighttime. We also learned how to change the display on your phone. We taught you how to change the wallpaper or background of your phone to your own liking. And we also taught you how to change the text size of the letters on your phone so that it could be easier for you to read, whether making it bigger or smaller. And the last thing we taught you was how to change the ringtone on your phone. By changing the ringtone, you're able to customize your phone to play whatever sound you'd like when someone texts or calls you or any of your notifications. All right, so just a quick pop quiz on what we learned last week. You guys don't have to worry. This isn't graded. It's only for practice. So I encourage you guys to just take your time with this. Go back and review your notes if you need to, or watch the previous videos if you need to. So the first question is, how do you change the brightness on your cell phone? So I'm going to give you guys some time to pause the video, practice, and then go ahead and play the video whenever you guys are done changing the brightness on your phone. So I'll give you guys some time to do that. All right, so for the second question, I'm going to ask you guys, how do you change the ringtone on your phone? So again, I'll give you guys time to practice. You can go back and review your notes or watch the previous video. You can go ahead and change your ringtone and then come back whenever you guys are done. Okay, great. Good job, guys. All right, so just a quick recap on what we're going to be learning for today's session. So today's session, we're going to be learning how to add a phone number to your contacts. So let's say you want to add a family member's phone number or a friend's phone number without having to memorize it. So you would just go to your contacts on your cell phone to find their phone number, and you can go ahead and contact them through phone calls or text messaging with the information that you have of theirs in your contacts. We're also going to be talking about how to make phone calls with people on using your cell phone. So there are different ways to make phone calls on different devices. So we're going to show you guys how to do that. The next thing we're going to teach is how to send a text message to an individual person on your cell phone, as well as sending a text message to multiple people on your cell phone. So creating a group chat for text messaging on your cell phone. And the last thing we're going to teach is cell phone safety and how to set up a password for your cell phone with information on your cell phone being valuable. It's your own personal information as well as the information of the people in your contacts. That is valuable information, and you want to be able to protect that and prevent other people from taking that information. So by having a password, you could go ahead and secure your phone and the information safety. So the first thing I'm going to teach you is how to add contacts on an Android. Now, throughout this PowerPoint, there is going to be two separate sections. There's going to be how to do something on an Android and how to do something on an iPhone. Now, if you have an Android, you don't need to worry about the slides about the iPhone. And if you have an iPhone, you don't need to worry about the slides about an Android. So just keep that in mind throughout this PowerPoint. So the first thing on how to add a contact on an Android is you open the Contact app. So the Contact app is going to have this icon right here. And this is where all your contacts are located. So whenever you save someone's phone number and you want to go and make a phone call to that person, you would just go and go through your contacts, find their name and their information, and you can go ahead and call them through that. So you're going to open the Contacts app using this icon. Then you're going to go at the bottom right hand corner, you're going to tap on the plus sign right here. And that plus sign is going to take you to creating a new contact. So once you go to that screen, you're going to enter the person's name and phone number, and you're going to go ahead and tap save. All right. Now, how to add a contact on an iPhone. So there are two ways to add a contact on an iPhone. So the first thing you have to do is you have to open the phone application. Then you would go to your contacts, and this is the icon here. And at the top right-hand corner, there's going to be a plus sign right here. And once you click on that plus sign, it'll take you to create a new contact. That is where you add the person's name and phone number. And then at the end, you're going to press done. So it's very similar to the first way of how to save a contact on an Android phone. Now I'm going to encourage you guys to practice on your own. I'm going to let you guys pause the video right here. Go ahead and practice. Okay, and the second way of how to add a contact on an iPhone. So the second way, you would go to the phone application here. This is what the icon looks like. And then you would go to the keypad at the bottom of the screen. So if you can see here, here's the keypad at the bottom of the screen. And then you would enter the phone number that you wish to add. So you go ahead and you would dial that phone number. And then right below the phone number, you see a add number option that you can tap on. So go ahead and tap on that. And once you tap on that, it'll take you to create new contact. So you would tap on create new contact. All right, and once you tap on that, it'll have you enter the name and phone number of the person that you want to add their phone number to your phone. And then you would press done. So you would add their name, phone number, and press done to create a new contact on an iPhone. All right. So now we're going to try it out and we're going to practice. So in this try it out section, again, I just want to encourage you guys to pause the video, practice on your own. And then when you're done practicing, you can press play and we can move on to the next item of the PowerPoint. So I just want to encourage you guys to take your time. There is no rush, and you guys can come back whenever you guys are done. So I'll give you guys time to do that. All right, so the next thing we're going to be teaching is how to make a phone call on an Android phone. So there are different ways to make a phone call on an Android phone. The first thing you have to do is you have to open the phone application. Usually the phone application on an Android phone looks like a telephone, so it does look like this icon right here. And then it'll take you to the screen where you can dial the person's phone number and then you can press the green phone icon to make the phone call. And then when you're done, just press the red end call icon. All right, so the second way to make a phone call on an Android phone is by searching through your contacts. So the first thing you would do is you go to your contacts application. So once you go to your contacts application, you can scroll down or type in the person's name to find the person that you're looking for. And then you would tap on their name. So you would tap on the contact. And once you tap on the contact, you would click the call icon, which looks like a phone. So this is what the call icon looks like right here to make a phone call on an Android phone. Now, there are also different ways to make a phone call on an iPhone. The first thing you do is you would first tap the phone icon on an iPhone, and then you would choose keypad. So here's the keypad here. And once you choose the keypad, you can dial in the phone number of whoever you are trying to make a phone call to. And then you would press the call button, the green phone icon, to start the call. All right, so for the second way of how to make a phone call using an iPhone, you can search for the person in your contacts. So how to do that is you would just tap on the phone application, then you would go down and tap on contacts. So I'll show you guys what that looks like. So this is where you would be led, and you would go down and tap contacts right over here. So once you type on contacts, you can go ahead and you can scroll to search for that person's name, or you can go ahead and type that person's name to make it easier. And once you find that person's name, just tap on their contacts, so tap on their name. And then once you get to their contact, tap on the call icon here to make the phone call to the person. Now I'm going to give you guys time to practice. Again, I encourage you guys to just pause the video, practice, and then play whenever you guys are ready, so we can move on to the next item. You guys take your time, there is no rush, and then just come back whenever you guys are ready. So I'll give you guys time to do that. All right, so the next thing we're going to be teaching is how to send a text message on an Android. The first thing you would do is you would open the Messages app. And once you open the Messages app, just touch the plus icon to create a new message. All right, and then type in the name of the person that's in your contacts you want to send that message to, or you can type in their cell phone number. All right, just a quick side note, if you want to send a group message, and a group message is sending a text message to multiple people at once, so you guys can communicate together in one group message. To create a group message, just find other contacts or phone numbers you wish to add and select. So once you type in the first person's name and you select them, you can go ahead and start typing another person's name or another person's number and select them as well. All right, once you're done with that, you can go ahead and you can type your text message. And once you're done typing your text message, you can go ahead and touch the send icon that looks like this to go ahead and send the text message to the person or the people you want to send it to. All right, and here is what that looks like. So you would open the text message app, you would type on the plus, all right, then you would put in their phone number or name here. You would text the message here. So type in the message here, and once you're done typing, you'll click this icon to go ahead and send that message. All right, so now this is text messaging on an iPhone. So the first thing you would have to do is tap the messages icon. So that looks like this on the iPhone. And then you'll see a create or write icon, which looks like this, and you would tap on that. And then once you do that, you would just have to type in the name of the person that you're going to send a text message to, or their cell phone number, and select. Again, to create a group message, so to be able to send a text message to multiple people at once, you can go ahead and type in, once you select the first person, you can go and type in another person's name or phone number and select them. And once you do that, you can type in the text message and tap the send icon. So the next slide will show you guys. So what you do is you press, this is the write icon or the create a message icon. Then you would type in the name and phone number of the people that you would like to send a text message to. Then you would type in your text message here, and you would create a text. And here is the send icon to send that text message. Now I'm going to give you guys time to practice. Pause the video, go ahead and practice, and come back whenever you guys are ready. Okay. So the last thing we're going to show you is how to set up a password on an Android. So what you do to set up a password, again, I talked about the importance of having a password on your cell phone to protect the information inside of it. So what you do on an Android is you would tap on the gear icon to go to your settings. So this is what the gear icon looks like. And once you select the gear icon, you go to security. And once you go to security, you would select screen lock swipe. And once you do that, it gives you an option of what kind of passcode or lock code that you want to choose for your password. So today we're going to create a 4-digit or 4-number PIN for your phone. And once you create that 4-digit PIN, it's going to have you re-enter the passcode just to confirm. All right, and this is what that looks like, guys. Here is the gear icon you choose. Once you go to your settings, you go to security. And once you go to security, you go to screen lock swipe. All right, and then you get to choose what type of lock you want to do. So we're going to use the PIN. All right, and once you choose PIN, you just create your 4-digit number, enter, and then re-enter it again just to confirm. All right, so this is the password setup for an iPhone. Very similar, just a few differences. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to select the gear icon on the iPhone for your settings. So it looks like this. Then you're going to select the Touch ID and passcode. Once you do that, you're going to tap on Turn Passcode On. And once you do that, again, it's going to give you options on what kind of password you want to do. So we're going to do a 4-digit or 4-number PIN. And it's going to have you enter the 4-digit number, the 4-digit PIN, and then it's going to have you re-enter it again to confirm. So here's what that looks like on an iPhone. So in your settings, you're going to go to Touch ID and Passcode. Then you're going to go on turn passcode on, and then passcode options right here. You're going to select the 4-digit passcode and enter 4 digits. All right, I'm going to give you guys some time to practice this one. Again, pause the video, practice, and then press play whenever you guys are done. And if you guys need to go back and rewind or look at your notes, go ahead and do so. And I'll give you guys time to do that. Okay, guys, we're coming to the end of the PowerPoint. So for the conclusion, I just wanted to discuss what we have learned today. So the first thing we learned is how to add someone's phone number to your contacts, both on an iPhone and on an Android. We also learned how to make individual phone calls to people by both dialing their phone number and searching for their name in your contacts. The next thing we learned is we learned how to send an individual and group text message on an Android and on an iPhone. And the last thing we learned is how to set up a phone password, a 4-digit phone password for your phone to protect the information inside of it. Just a quick preview for next week. So next week, we're going to be talking about the application store. The application store is where all the apps are located that you can download, and also has other apps like book apps for people who want to find some books to read using their phone. And also we'll be talking about phone safety, more towards spam calls, so being able to identify spam calls on your phone. And as we're getting to the end of this PowerPoint, I just wanted to talk about, again, I know that this is a hard time for all of us, and that people are struggling. We're facing a lot of emotions of fear and anxiety. And I just wanted to let you guys know that you guys are not alone, and that we are going to work through this together, and that things will get better and it will end soon. All right, and if you guys have any questions or concerns, please leave a comment below. We'd love to hear about it. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch our videos, and we will see you guys next week. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.